On the 2nd of October 2023, a woman made her first appearance in court after being arrested on the 29th of September 2023, charged with Organised Crime Act, theft of a motor vehicle, and fraud.
Johnson's prolonged incarceration was also dismissed. The magistrate said this was fabricated. The state earlier said she was a flight risk and had even started a process to get residency in Dubai. Johnson apparently wanted to open a nightclub, a Yep Yep, in Dubai at one stage. It was also revealed that witnesses in this case fear for their lives, with some already having been threatened.
South Africa's underworld has seen its share of violent players, but none like Nicole Johnson. Dubbed the country's biggest female drug lord, she didn't just break the rules, she rewrote them. Behind her designer clothes and soft-spoken demeanor was a ruthless mastermind who ran multi-million rand drug operations, controlled nightclubs, and bullied her way into city politics. But she wasn't alone. Her husband, Ralph Stanfield, a feared enforcer and extortion kingpin, worked right beside her, threatening business owners, laundering dirty money, and silencing anyone who got in their way. Together, they built a criminal empire that felt untouchable until it all collapsed. This is the shocking, real-life story of power, fear, and ultimate downfall. Nicole Johnson wasn't some small-time trafficker. She was a mastermind. Operating in major hubs like Cape Town and Durban, she ran large-scale smuggling of meth, cocaine, and heroin, evading customs and law enforcement. According to undercover investigations, she orchestrated shipments, set routes, and ensured every batch reached its destination. And behind her was Ralph Stanfield.
The charges related to extortion, as well as charges related to Ralph Stanfield and his so-called criminal enterprise, which included charges of murder pertaining to the murder of Wendy Kloppers, who was a city official who died as a result of her involvement in a housing project in Delft in 2023, along with charges that Stanfield and his wife Nicole Johnson were facing related to the murder of former Hard Living's gang boss Rashid Staki back in 2019.
Once a modest entrepreneur, Ralph used his legitimate businesses, clubs, restaurants, and security firms as fronts. These weren't just laundries. They were nerve centers for trafficking, logistics, and extortion. He managed money movement, bribed officials, and negotiated with suppliers. Nicole focused on strategy. Ralph handled the dirty details. Together, they formed a powerful duo, legal in appearance but criminal in operation, melding traditional organized crime roles with deep gang ties. The empire wasn't confined to drugs. Nicole and Ralph established multiple fronts, nightclubs, security firms, and construction companies, and used them to coerce businesses. In a crime-laden Cape Town, they demanded protection fees from bars, restaurants, and even infrastructure projects. Ralph often led these confrontations in person. He would threaten business owners with weapons, some allege he pulled a gun, and demand cash payments. One nightclub owner said they were under siege, forced to sign contracts under duress. Nicole wasn't just behind the scenes. In intercepted audio, she talks about getting our share from municipal tenders and cleaning house with rival dealers. Their firms, registered in Nicole's name, sought government contracts and extorted during execution. In September 2023, the Hawks and Subs anti-gang unit began dismantling the operation. Undercover units infiltrated their clubs, and wiretaps picked up threats, shipment coordination talk, and discussions of bribery. A breakthrough came when Ralph allegedly threatened a close associate over a 10,000 rand theft, pushing that contact to speak with police. That tip led to raids in Constantia, Milnerton, and Bishop Lavis. On 29 September 2023, police arrested Ralph at his Constantia home, seizing an unlicensed firearm and large sums of cash. Nicole was later arrested in Johannesburg, found with encrypted phones, passports, and more cash. Those raids shook the criminal network and disrupted their extortion revenues almost overnight. In court in October 2023, prosecutors laid out a damning case. Drug trafficking records, money trails, and witness testimony. One nightclub manager captured the atmosphere. Ralph told me, If she wants it in, get it in. If she wants it gone, make it gone. Nicole's lawyers tried to paint her as naive and dominated by Ralph, but wiretaps revealed her hawkish side, giving orders on shipment schedules, issuing threats, and discussing municipal tenders. The most explosive detail? A plot to extort a local politician in the municipal election. Nicole said, "He's soft, easy money," while Ralph added, "We'll hit him hard if he dances."
Of Ayeke, when they made their statements about being pressurized, allegedly, by Ralph Stanfield, they said it is widely known that the man is fearless and the whole city is terrified of him.
They were found guilty on multiple counts: drug trafficking, extortion, money laundering, intimidation, and now face decades behind bars. Nicole Johnson and Ralph Stormfield didn't just run a criminal outfit. They built a parallel empire using legitimate fronts. Their case shows how drugs, extortion, and political influence can be woven together. Nicole's rise breaks stereotypes. Women can lead gangs, and law enforcement must evolve. Ralph's money and politics networks highlight corruption in municipal projects. Their downfall underscores the power of informants, undercover ops, and financial tracking. If not for that tip about 10,000 Rand, these crimes might still be feeding into community decay. Moving forward, SA must tighten controls on front companies, protect threatened small businesses, and clamp down on corruption in municipal tender systems. This isn't just a true crime story. It's a mirror held up to our society. Nicole Johnson and Ralph Stanfield didn't just move drugs or run extortion rackets. They corrupted businesses, intimidated communities, and operated with a sense of untouchable power. What makes this story more terrifying is how close it came to the systems meant to protect us. When organized crime starts to seep into government contracts, public infrastructure, and everyday life, no one is truly safe. Their downfall is a victory, but also a warning. It shows us what happens when we stop paying attention, when fear wins, and when corruption is allowed to grow unchecked. If you found this eye-opening, don't let it end here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Share the story with someone who needs to hear it, because exposing the truth is the first step toward justice, and justice is everyone's responsibility.